Hello and welcome back to the Snapshot review where I try and give you guys all the information I can about the new Snapshot as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So today we are reviewing the 15W32B Snapshot, which just came out recently. And it's a very small snapshot that just added a couple more things from the previous snapshot. It's just basically what they did this week. So first off, in the world selection has changed a little bit. You now have these little icons, and you can there's actually a screenshot of what's going on in the world. These I have not logged into yet, but this one I have. This is the 32B snapshot. So it's actually got a thumbnail of where I'm currently standing in the world, maybe, or maybe the spawn point. I'm not exactly sure, but it gives you a little preview, and it also gives you the information. So it's survival mode, cheats are enabled, and the version also. Any world that was created before the 15W32B snapshot will just say unknown. There's no tag for it. But other than that, we can hit play. And also these, they do have an exclamation point, and they say don't forget to back up this world because they know that they were made in an older version. So let's go ahead and hit play here, and we'll log right in. And from here, one thing that they did change, which I've kind of set up right here, is if we go ahead and get a skeleton head. So the aggressive range of mobs have changed, kind of. So if you go to game mode 0, so now the skeleton will be aggressive towards me. He's not going to come towards me because of that. He doesn't want to go in the sun. So as soon as he sees me, he's just going to attempt to shoot me. And this wool down here in the bottom is basically supposed to represent his aggro ranges. So as you saw, as I walk towards him, around the white wool, he's going to start shooting me. But if I'm sneaking, it's going to be more towards around the orange wool when he starts shooting me. Now keep in mind, this is the average. It's not always exactly the same. He has a chance of getting to you, so you can actually make it further, and sometimes it'll actually get you a little bit before as well. So the change that was made, though, is if you're wearing the respective mob head of the mob, so this works with skeletons, zombies, and creepers. If you're wearing the respective head, you can get a lot closer. So this is me not sneaking, just walking. Kind of go slow to make sure it doesn't do that. And right around this magenta wool, he'll start shooting me. So as you can see, it's significantly closer than before. And it does stack with sneaking, though. So if I'm sneaking and I slowly move forward, that's right, you guessed it, I will make it to about the cyan wool here. A little bit closer even that time. Yep, so now there's actually more of a use for these mob heads. You can actually use them to kind of protect yourself from the specific mobs. It's probably pretty useful to be wearing a creeper head when you're walking around at night so you don't get blown up. Or even a skeleton one. And this does also stack, let's go back into game mode 1, with invisibility, to the point that if you're wearing a head, go back to game mode 0. If you're wearing a head, you're basically just a floating skeleton skull. It's very difficult for the skeletons to actually start to aggro you. I can get very close, and then he might. See, so he did eventually aggro me there, but basically have to walk up and touch him for it to actually do anything. Won't get me here. Won't get me here. There we go. You gotta be about a block away. So if you really don't want to get anybody on you, then you can just simply go invisible. But that's a pretty cool change. That's pretty much it for the overworld. Let's go ahead and kill ourselves to kind of reset our stats and everything. Which stats actually reminds me, in the statistics, there is now a statistics for distance. Where is it? Distance. Should be distance sneaked. Walked, sprinted, fallen, flown. Minecraft. Well, swum, crouched, dove, boat, horse. Well, it's in there. They added the statistic to it that have the distance sneaked that previously wasn't one. And now it will. Okay, so on to the end. Okay, mode 1. Go back here so he's not going to attack me. So in the end, the Ender Dragon fight was updated some more to make it a little bit more difficult. As you can see, she's already down there by the portal. But if I try and come up here, and I go to game mode 0, her charge attack has been re-implemented. That was actually removed in the last snapshot. But it's been re-implemented here, and she will attempt... Well, she just shot a fireball at me there. But she will attempt to charge you off of these towers as you climb up to them. So as you can see, she's going to start doing it there probably. Nope, didn't do it there. You know, it's not a guaranteed thing. There she go, there. She just charged me right there. So yeah, the charging is back. It doesn't seem to be too powerful right now, and she doesn't seem to be doing it that often, but it was actually removed in the last snapshot, and it is back. And also, the fire breath that she does when she comes towards the center has been buffed significantly. The range has been increased and is also now a 360 degree attack instead of just directly in front of her. I don't believe the graphic has changed, so I don't really have to show you that. If you want to see that, you can move on. You can look at the previous episode, the 1531 snapshot video. But that is actually pretty much it for this snapshot. It's a very small snapshot, other than some minor bug fixes that aren't even worth mentioning. Here she goes with the fire breath. Maybe she's not doing it because she wasn't aggressive towards me. But as you can see, the Enderman actually behind her did get hurt, and I believe that was from the fire breath. Maybe the particles just aren't working. But yeah, so that's going to conclude this video, and to conclude this video, I'm going to give my opinion on whether you should or should not update to this snapshot. And the answer to that is definitely not. Definitely not. If you're currently on the 31 snapshot, go ahead and upgrade to the 32, but I wouldn't recommend upgrading to either at the moment because they're just so new. They're going to be changing so much in the next couple weeks. It's not worth creating a world on it unless you're just going to test things out. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.